2015 has been a very exciting year for Bank of America because we've now really embraced sort of this one-to-one marketing future, and we've really built out our ecosystem to do that. We have a data management platform up and running. We're moving toward a multi-touch attribution world. We've stood up a content center of excellence, and all of those things are really manifestations of a single view of the customer, which we can now deliver in mobile environments, in digital environments, and to a limited but growing degree in television environments. And so for me, it's setting the table for the future. It's moving from the paradigm of mass and reach and scale to the paradigm of customization and engagement, and bringing content into the ecosystem along with ads, which is now going to allow my planners to look at a universe where it's not just ads, it's ads and content that we use to engage people on an individual level and move our business that way.
So when you talk about engaging people on an individual level, you have something really interesting going on from a DAI standpoint. Can you kind of touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, we actually very exciting, working with our partners at Starcom and with Canoe, we're doing the first ever dynamic ad insertion into live streaming sports content with NBC. And that really allows us to get to the very best audience, the most engaged audience, an environment where I can actually do what we're doing in our case is sequential storytelling in that environment. So not only are we dynamically inserting into the right places and spaces, we're actually telling a sequential story so that instead of having a high frequency play, we actually have a high engagement play. And we get to tell more of our story. Doing that allows us to differentiate our message. 30-second units are lowest common denominator experiences. And I don't get to talk about the things that really differentiate me. But having 3 or 4 opportunities to do that in the space of a 90-minute sporting event or whatever it might be really builds on the story. And consumers aren't turning away.
So when you look at 2016, it's a fascinating year, right? So you've got an election, you've got the Olympics, you've got some pretty big events going on. From a brand standpoint, what are you bullish on? Are there things that are going to supplement linear TV, or is it really just, are you buying video agnostically? What's 2016?
No, we are, so you have to look at the video landscape. So overall video in the United States is up about 5% across all form factors. Video, linear video is down about 7%. But for us, that's opened a door for video on demand. We see a real opportunity in the marketplace, both in terms of the quality of the inventory, the current pricing paradigm, the fact that the experience does not allow the consumer to skip the ads, and the ad loads are, as a result, much lower. Right. So I can actually get into that environment for about a 57% discount to prime CPMs. I know the audience is watching. This is an audience that has gone to the trouble of finding the show, sat down, and they're watching it. They're not skipping the commercial pods because they're shorter. And because I know that they're sitting there through the entire experience, I can deliver sequential messaging. And that really is storytelling. And storytelling is the route to content. So we're actually morphing ads into content in front of consumers' eyes on VOD. And that, to me, is the real exciting opportunity, because I just see that as an upward environment in terms of growth. But also on a psychological level, something interesting happens when you do that. When people sit down in front of a television screen for a long period of time, it's a self-indulgence. And by creating stories that are tailored for that experience, I'm giving them a subconscious acknowledgement that this is okay, that I understand what you're doing, that I'm not going to bore you with the same message 5 times because I recognize you're sitting there and I've got your full attention, and you deserve to be engaged when I've got your full attention. That's the economy we're in, and repetition is not engagement.